37 man, hot937.com. Hartford, you know what it is. You know what we do around here. We break these artists, and when we find the hot ones, they stay around forever. I heard this guy, he came through a mix show meeting for us years ago, man. He brought a record to us called Locked Up. And I took the record after the meeting. After he paid for pizza, of course, he had to make him pay for the pizza and the soda and stuff like that. But as soon as he walked out the building, when he walked out the building, I said, yo, I'm gonna put this on the radio right now. We put it on the radio, and the rest is history. Ladies and gentlemen, AKON, man. What's going on, man? Good friend of mine.
Man, what's up, Buck? Yeah, we go a long way, man. I tell everybody how you broke my record out there in Hartford, man. We was having a hard time until we met you, man.
A
Thank you so
long
much,
way,
Buck.
man. Congratulations on all your success, man. I'm just a small piece of it, but what you've done on your own is amazing. How's it feel to be
Thank you.
back on the scene like this, man?
Man, actually, I honestly, I didn't know what I was missing because I kind of low key thought I was retiring. You know, I really did. I was like, you know what? I think I'm pretty good on the music thing, man. Since I was in Africa, you know, I'm building my city over there. So I was kind of low key, just kind of relaxed, just chill. And then when I came home, I was like, man, I just saw the vibration of music, and man, it just felt so
Mm-hmm.
negative, man. I was like, you know what? Let me
Yeah.
just come back into the music scene and see, hopefully, if I can switch the wave up a little bit and just bring more positivity into it. And that's when the whole concept of Beautiful Day came about, you know?
Were you nervous about that? Because you're saying the state of music, especially hip hop, is different right now.
Yeah.
Were you nervous about coming this way with this type of sound?
Actually, Buck, I wasn't, man. I honestly was really confident about it because I felt like that was the one thing that was needed. You
Mm-hmm.
know, because everybody was in that one lane. They either talking about something gangster or the girls are talking about sex, and it
Yeah.
wasn't really nothing uplifting. You know what I mean? I just felt like I felt like it was a wide open lane. And then
Yeah.
I'm at a point in my career where I feel like I really have nothing to lose. You
Right.
know, because I'm not really in it for the notoriety or the chart, positioning or anything like that. I didn't really care. I just was like, what can I do to contribute to bringing more positivity to music? That's how I looked at it. You know?
It's one of those records that it reminds me of. Remember that song, "Lovely Day, Lovely Day, Lovely Day."
Right,
It's that
right.
type of vibe that you have. You're bringing that back, man. It feels good to have that these days.
No, I do, man, and especially the way I've been traveling and kind of seeing the world from a different perspective. Man, no matter how bad we think we got in America, bro, trust me, there's always other people in other places that got it way worse, man. And I just feel like
Yeah.
we take so much for granted here, you know?
Yep. Now, people who say like I heard you speak about this record and how you had this record laying around for a long time, and then you saw something on a video, a kid went viral, and you said, "Wait a minute, I can bring that back." How did that happen? Your producer brought it to you?
Well, yeah, interestingly enough, because I had a lot of songs that I recorded way back, so I had a lot of
Right.
demos of a lot of records,
Yeah.
and this happened to be one of them. You know what I mean? And I just, and it was funny because I was always thinking about going back to the crates and bringing back some older records,
Mm-hmm.
to kind of bring me back into that mode. And when I ran up to JR was like, "Man, this is a record that just went viral. I think you should redo it." Come to find out, it was one of my old demos.
Wow.
So, imagine that. If that ain't a sign, I don't know what is, man.
That's
What
amazing,
I
man.
mean?
You
Yeah.
back, man. That's crazy right now. Now, since you've been going, Akon, there's been a resurgence of these Afro beats, these beats coming out of Africa. And they've kind of taken over
Right.
radio. And it's a sound that I don't think anybody expected to hit like it's hitting, but it's a more melodic sound. It's it's reggae, but it's Afro, but it's a great sounding sound. You knew all about this.
Right.
Did you notice what's gonna happen? And how are you feeling about these artists, these whiz kids, and all these artists coming out of Africa, and how they're changing the music scene here?
No, it's actually super proud, man. When I so-called thought I was retiring, that was one of the things that I did. I went back to Africa to kind of find ways to develop the music in Africa so it can go global. And at the time, they had a vibe that was more tribal, called Afro beats. And then when we came
Right.
in, we added more instrumentation to it, more of a structure with chorus, verses, and then we call it really Afro pop. You know what I mean?
Apple
So
Pop?
yeah, so Wizkid was the first artist that I had signed, and he actually, really blew internationally. But then there was another group that I had called they got a blog just that quick. P Square, two
Mm-hmm.
twins, two twin brothers. We had a song called "Chop My Money" that went global, and then that kind of opened the door for all the other artists. Then we was managing artists, from the band all the way down to nurturing Davido coming into the market, and all the other artists, man, from techno to you name it. So it became a challenge for me now to find ways to break African artists into America. So
Yeah.
that's what really was that was the challenge. But then once it broke into the UK, it just naturally went into the US once YouTube got a hold of it. I really give YouTube the credit for helping break African artists globally, though, because they opened up the platform for us to be able to showcase new talent.
Now the door's wide open, man. There's a
Man,
lot
it's wide
of
open.
there's
It's
a lot
wide
of
open
artists
now. You
coming,
got
man.
Burna Boy now, who's one of the biggest Afrobeat artists out there that's killing it, you know?
Yeah. Now, did I hear something about a tour with you and Burna Boy? What's going on with the tour?
Yeah, so right now we got it's a show that I did, and me and Kevin Hart, we partnered up on a brand called Headliners Only. And Headliners Only is where we take, legends with newer artists and, their legendary status and what they're to become. Pretty much someone that kind of opened the door for that market. So the first one that we shot was with Chris Rock and Kevin Hart. It's actually picked up on Netflix right now, where Chris Rock and Kevin Hart, Chris Rock is a legendary comedian that kind of opened the doors for people like Kevin Hart. And you can kind of see that concept. And then this one is pretty much similar on the music side, whereas me and Burna Boy. You know what I mean? The only difference is after we do this huge concert that's going to be aired in all the AMC theaters in, February or March. We kind of coming up with the dates as we speak now, but
now you work with some big names, man. When people always bring up Lady Gaga, AKON, T-Pain, AKON, your name has been around for a minute. You have this niche for finding talent, man. Who do you see coming up?
Right.
Now? Who do you see coming that's coming down the line that we don't know about yet?
Well, it's a group called Simeons, three sisters out of LA. I mean, yeah, they're basically raised in LA, but they currently live in Miami right now.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful, gorgeous little girls, man. And I think they're going to be the next biggest thing. And then you got Amira, who's actually one of my artists as well, too. She's coming straight out of Virginia, but raised in Atlanta. But she's doing more Afro pop as well with a more of American twist to it. You know what I mean? I think between those two, in the next 5-10 years, those are going to be very, very big names that you're going to see coming for sure.
Wow. Now the Burna Boy thing is good, but when can we expect to see you on tour again? We want an AKON tour.
Yeah, so we got the AKON tour coming 2025. I'm currently on tour now, more of a global tour that we're about to do Asia, and then we double back and get prepared for the tour for here in the US in the US. So we're going to be announcing those dates probably by next week or next month perhaps, but it's going to probably start within spring of 2025.
That's my guy AKON right there. He's doing big things, man. You got the city. You're still working on building the city. People ask a lot of questions about the city and how's it going. Like it's not happening.
Right.
AKON, what's going on with this city? Because people want to know what AKON City.
Yeah, so right now, we're in construction at the moment. Of course, there's a lot of politics that's being involved.
Yeah.
I'm learning a lot about it as I'm getting in. I didn't realize how much red tape you got to cut through just to do something that you would think would deem be, beneficial for the city. Right. But I know there's a lot of things that's happening from a political perspective and a lot of agendas that needs to be met. So now I'm getting to understand the political realm of development. You know what I mean? When I came in, it was just a dream, but I ain't gonna lie. I thought it was gonna be as simple as building a house.
Yeah,
not that. No joke, man. It ain't no joke.
even for your own country, even you being for
man, it's even worse for the country because now, you know what I mean? Now you're dealing with political figures all over the world that want interest in your country, and what you're doing may affect that. So now you're dodging bullets all over the place, but it's definitely something worth the fight. I can definitely say.
Man, you're back. I'm glad to have you back, man. I mean, I feel good just knowing you're a friend of mine. I can just pick up the phone and call you and say, "Hey,
yeah, you my dog, man."
Day ones, and I can't wait to see what's gonna happen next. This new singles, it's on the radio right now playing. Every time I play it, people call up and say, "What is that?" It puts a smile on people's faces. You're back, AKON. Welcome back, man.
That's what's up, man.
We missed you, man. We missed you.
Thank you, my brother.
Oh, man. And I will see you on that tour. I'll pop up on you anywhere. I'll just say,
man, please bring wifey, man. Y'all, please come through, man. You got to.
Your security is gonna come to you and say, "There's somebody named DJ Buck at the front door to see you." Just say that.
Absolutely.
AKON, be good, man. Congratulations.
Nah, you too, man. Brother.
All right, I'll see you later. Bye.